say 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's up to 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said 6 to 8 weeks.
No.
My mom's gonna kill me. Chris Manning would never do this for the show, by the way.
Are you ready?
You're ready as I'll ever.
Well, in a new season, there are some players, Richard, that hit the ground running. And there are others, as you well know, that take a while to get going, which I know what camp you fell into, but what would you say? Did you take a while to get going, or were you ready to go?
No, it was both. There was one where it was like I struggled to get going and really get a rhythm, and there's others that I was just ready to go and locked in. As your environment changes, so does your success. And so sometimes as your environment changes, you got to figure out how to be successful in that.
Good insight. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. The forwards for them are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Johnson is out there with Harden, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Ingram outside. Harden kicks to Ingram. On the wing, Johnson. That shot misses, and the Rockets take it the other way. The feed to Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense made it too easy for him on that one. Owens finds his teammate for the deuce.
Ingram outside. Passes it to Williamson. That one doesn't go. Smith with the defensive effort. And here is Owens. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Houston moving the ball around. A three-pointer off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden the pass to Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Owens, and the foul called on MP.
Johnson.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Green. He kicks to Owens. And Owens throws it down.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Look, some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy, but he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Now, here is Smith, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Harden was the first player to average 35 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, and that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year, he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA expanded in 2004. Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City. And 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals. Just
the right coach at the right time for the right play. Marks, no good. New Orleans in the lead. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Johnson's got 10.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Smith against Williamson. Smith kicks to Owens. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball, and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. This will be the first game this season against the team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And you have to remember, you're going to have some tough stretches scoring the ball tonight. Just keep a cool head and don't force things.
Now here's Ingram after Jalen Green's miss. And here's Harden for 3. Good on the triple.
You got to chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
There's the pass to Marks. Now Şengün. Lopez covering. Şengün passes to Owens. 5 to shoot. Here's Marks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans. He hits the second from the line. Harden with it.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Marks. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Green gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New Orleans has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And so here is Houston. The Pelicans make their last shot. And Owens throws it down.
Owens' teammates are still trying to figure out how athletic he is. They just throw it up and watch him go get it.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Marks. Pass to Green. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Houston's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Wins kicks to Green. Passes to Smith. He feeds it to Owens. He dishes it to Green. Shot clock at 6. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Inside, Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Assist goes to
Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
Physical play from Zion, going right through the contact and getting the bucket.
Pass to Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG, Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodlines.
Now, here is Harden. 11-point game his last outing. Johnson, double team. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. And the shot goes in. And the Rockets lead by 1. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Green. James Harden picking up that last basket. Good D by Jones.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston making a switch. Garuba's checked in.
For your Rockets, Usman Garuba.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Flips it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Assist from
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score. So
now here's Green. He's got 9. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden against Green. Green with the rebound. Houston's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. There's the triple. And another 3 for Houston.
Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
To the middle. And the basket by Murphy.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And so here is Houston getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Green, the pass to Porter. And Martin now top of the key. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Johnson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 8 now on the night. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Porter passes to Martin. Porter against Johnson. Porter kicks to Green. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans trail. Valanciunas dishes to Murphy. And Jones has it in the corner. Here's Valanciunas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the positioning on the glass there by Valanciunas? Just not afraid to throw that large body around.
Josh Christopher, he's checked in for Houston. And that one misses. Martin with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Christopher following the score by New Orleans. Porter passes to Garuba. Kicks it to Martin. A pass to Garuba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Another miss by Houston. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And it's Jones, that time on the assist from Valanciunas. And now a 5-point New Orleans lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Martin. Back to Porter. Pass to Garuba. Here's Christopher Johnson with the block, and he's able to get it back. And it's Martin missing. Jones drives in, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pelicans ahead, up 5. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Then it's Owen. And it's Christopher in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He scored an amazing number of points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Passes it to Christopher. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now here's Owens. Covered by Johnson. And the basket by Owen.
Owens just has that ball on a string. Just causes so many problems for the defenders.
Valanciunas finds Williamson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket. Rockets trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Smith. Williamson with the block.
And the leaping ability of Williamson. We see it on offense with his dunking, but they're using it on D. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Christopher. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Ingram. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Williamson missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Marks.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Harrison's checked in for Josh Christopher. And the Pelicans also making a change. Lopez, he's checked in for Valanciunas. On the free throw, no good. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career's going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. Here's Owens. Another miss by Houston.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Daniels is checked in. A creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Heat. And the pass to Marks. Now here's Owens. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Now here's Şengün. Lopez covering. They grab their own miss. Nice shot by Smith.
And they've repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Feeds to Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Owens and taken away by Johnson. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And that one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the basket by Owen.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Passes it to Daniels. Harden outside. Pass to Ingram. 5 on the clock. A shot missing. Rockets trail by 12. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come
on the season.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. McCollum's checked in. Down low. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Şengün kicks to Harrison.
New Orleans foul.
The Rockets have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
Second team foul.
That free throw good from Harrison.
At the line for your Rockets.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7. Like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than that.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. To the middle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
McCollum kicks to Daniels. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now the pass to Lopez. Back to McCollum. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 16. Pass to Harrison. And taken away by Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass to Harrison for 3. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. Right wing. Harrison scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Some changes for New Orleans. Murphy's checked in. And it's Herbert Jones in for Daniels. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Valanciunas who's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Outside, Porter. Out to the right wing. Shoots a fader. They get it back. That shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Now here's McCollum. Johnson. Harrison with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Martin against Jones. And a wide open look for Porter. Another miss by Houston. Pelicans leading by 22. Pass to Johnson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Jones.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Porter. He's guarded by Murphy. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Outside, Martin. The pass to Harrison. 1:24 left to play here in the half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Clearly.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous.
The Pelicans 81.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's five. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Harden out there with Johnson. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 54 points. And man, has MP been dominant in the post here tonight, Greg. Just going to town on Shep Owens right now.
Yeah, I got to see more fight from Shep. He can't afford to let MP be so comfortable inside.
Owens kicks it over to Marks. The Rockets with another miss.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Chalk up 2 there. 56 points for Johnson.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Smith from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got 58.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Passes it to Marks. Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Smith for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the feed to Harden. This is to Johnson. Again, what an avalanche. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him
Shooting for
in this
New
one.
Orleans.
One shot.
Johnson, 1 shot.
Rockets have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now, here's Owens. Covered by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Şengün, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Rockets foul. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line of the game.
Johnson, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets.
Charging foul.
Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
Shep
And the foul
Owens.
called on Shep Owens.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the
2nd
game.
team foul.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here are the Pelicans ahead in this battle against Shep Owens.
And showing more control and playing his game out there, not letting Owens disrupt his focus or throw him off.
It's stolen by Johnson.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Got a piece of it. Green taking his time here. And Owens gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, there's no doubt in Owens' mind he was making that tough shot.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Marks. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Smith tried to break loose. And the basket by Owens. And Greg, you look at the speed that Owens has. He has been sliced.
And it's showing. I mean, so many of Owens' points have come in the paint. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Marks passes to Smith. Owens with it. Johnson with the block. The pass to Marks. Back to Green. Now the dish to Owens. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Owens has got 6 here in this quarter.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
To the inside, Johnson. Williamson trying to free himself up. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Johnson.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Green against Harden. Pass to Smith. Tries yet again. Covered by Williamson. Owens passes to Green. And here's Smith. The rebound by Harden.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
The offensive rebound. Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. What a job MP has done running the floor in transition.
Owens can't catch up. I mean, MP is wearing him out. Owens can't find a way to keep him in front.
Passes it to Owens. Smith trying to break loose. Johnson with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And then for New Orleans, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Lopez. Jones comes in. Both teams deciding to change it up. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Owens is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Şengün. Nance with some nice D.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Green dishes to Lewis. Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
Here's Johnson. Owens with the rebound. Owens has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harrison passes to Owens. Here's Garuba, covered by Nance. And that one's good, Harrison.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
To the paint, here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. RJ, you played against Draymond Green. Do you agree with him when he calls himself the best defender in NBA history?
No, of course not. He's not the best, but he's worked his way near the top. I'll give my guy that. And look, he's a Defensive Player of the Year, and he has been in consideration multiple other years. It's his versatility that gives him such a boost on that other end of the floor.
Harris looking it over. Here's Harrison. Out to the right wing. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. The shot by Harrison, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Misses from short range. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Harris drives in. And it's in there.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Green, the pass to Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Christian, I was wondering, do you think the recent postseason success of small market teams like Milwaukee is good for the NBA?
Absolutely. Guys should be able to feel that they can win no matter where they are playing at. And no one wants to see the same couple of teams in the playoffs every single year. Smaller market success makes the league better.
Josh Christopher, he's checked in for Owens. So Johnson hits 2 of them. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. To the inside, Christopher. He gets that one. And here is Lewis. To the middle. Hits it again. Wow. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Pass to Garuba. He can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Down low. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
New Orleans ball.
Lewis outside. Here's Johnson. Goes back up. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harrison. From the top of the key, he buries it. Harrison's got 4 points now in the quarter. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And there's the pass to Daniels. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could before long have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those 2 cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion million. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
And the first one drops.
Houston, Joe Harris.
And Harris drops them both. Here's Lewis. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And trying to break loose. Johnson can't get it to go. To the right side. And that one's good. Harrison's got 6 in the quarter.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Daniels. Johnson dishes to Green. Back to Johnson. And Garuba pulls it down. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
He limited the opposing offense's impact as well with some superb defense, finding lots of chances to knock away shots.
Harrison passes to Garuba, and the shot goes in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Johnson. And good, he hits it again.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Passes to Christopher. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Garuba. Back to Harrison. Stolen by Lewis. Knocks it loose. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you later.